Okay, good morning students. Today we again back to the online classes, and now we are taking a new topic or we can say that further topic is surface area volume. In last class we have learned about cube and cuboid surface areas and volumes. Now in this video we will discuss about cylinder and cone and their surface areas. Okay. Now first we will discuss about cylinder. Now what is a cylinder? A cylinder is a circular object which is having a curved surface. Okay, it is having two dimensions. One is the radius of the base and the height of the cylinder. Okay. Now remember this thing, that how to prepare a cylinder. Okay, now there are two aspects of preparing a cylinder. One aspect is that at the surface you just draw a circle and just raise the surface to a distinct height. This will shows you how you can assume or imagine a particular object. Or else if you have a rectangular sheet. Okay. Now please see it very carefully. In rectangular there are two things, length and width. If you roll up like a A4 size paper, when you are rolling up a paper, it will look like a cylinder, it will become cylinder. Now when you roll up this length of the rectangle will become equals to the circumference of base. Okay, this will become circumference. Okay, and the breadth will become the height. Okay, so height of the cylinder. These two aspects we can use from a A4 size rectangular sheet to a transportation to the cylinder. Okay, this transformation shows up that how we are using this length and breadth. Okay, now we will discuss about its surface areas. First is LSA or CSA. Okay, since this surface of this cylinder is pretty curved, so we can call it CSA. Okay, you all know that in curved surface area we count the area of top and bottom. Okay, now suppose there are three types of cylinders. One is an open cylinder. In open cylinder there is no top, no bottom. It is open. Okay, like a binocular cylinder you can see. Okay, there is a lens, but assume that you have made it with you craft it with a sheet of paper. Then there will be no lens. It will be called an open cylinder, which is having no top and no bottom. Okay. Second one is called closed cylinder, like a barrel of a petroleum or any other liquid. Okay, this barrel is having a base and a top. It is called closed cylinder. And the third type will come as, which is like this. Okay, it is called hollow cylinder. So there are these three types of cylinder. Okay, open, closed and hollow. In hollow cylinder, it is open from the inner part and this outer surface part is there. Now as per the requirement of these cylinders, we have different surface areas of these all three. Okay, for open, I am first writing for open. For open and closed cylinder. See, since we are not counting the top and bottom, as I told you before. So in both these cases, we are not taking the top and bottom surfaces. So whether it is there or whether it is not there, the both open and closed cylinder have their CSA same. Now, how to find their CSA? Okay, now see how to find that CSA. Here we would Actually, I told you how to craft the cylinder, that we are just drawing a circle and we just raise up that surface to up to a distinct height. So like that, there is a 2 pi r. We first make a 2 pi r curve, okay, complete circumference of circle, and then we raise up to the height. So 2 pi RH is the CSA for open and closed cylinder, and secondly for hollow cylinder. See, in hollow cylinder what is there? Only, it is also a different case and took it differently, but the scenario is same. We are not taking top and bottom here also. So again we are calling the curved surface only, but remember it is having two different surfaces. One is an outer surface or outer curve, one is inner surface or inner curve. Since this curve are of different diameter, so their radiuses are different. Is the small cylinder we took as small r, and the capital cylinder we took from the same center is capital R. So from these two radiuses, their two surface areas different. So the total curved surface area of hollow cylinder is 2 pi square RH plus 2 pi small RH. Now remember this, H is same, height is this common thing in both the cylinder. Okay. H is same. So we took that 2 pi H common. So 2 pi R plus RH. This would be your total curved surface area of hollow cylinder. So there are two aspects. 2 pi RH is CSA for the open and closed cylinder, and 2 pi R plus RH is for hollow cylinder. This is the formula. Now let's see few examples based on this formulas. Okay, I'm just rubbing it. Okay. Now see, there are question came or directly or indirectly. Okay. There are two aspects of asking question. Now first, see first question, that CSA of a right circular cylinder is 4.4 meters square. You have to find the radius of the base of the cylinder, which is 0.7. You need to find the height. Okay. Now there are, see, always write the initial whatever already given in the question. It is saying that the CSA is given. CSA of cylinder, they are telling it is 4.4 meters square. Okay. The radius of the base is 0.7 centimeters. Okay. Meter is only meters. We need to find the height. Just keep those values in formula. Now see, the cylinder is pretty open because in the first line it is declaring that what type of cylinder it is. It is showing that curved surface area of right circular cylinder. So there is no, actually in the question it is not mentioned that the cylinder is whether open or closed. Whenever it is not declared in the question, we assume the cylinder as an open cylinder. Okay, so in that open cylinder, the CSA of open cylinder is 2 pi RH. CSA is given 4.4 meters square. 2 pi value we can take according to the radius. Since radius is in multiple of 7, we can take 22 by 7. Else we can take 3.1. R is 0.7 and H we need to find out. We just cancel this 7 by this 7. Okay. Now we multiply it. 4.4 is equals to 44 into 0.1 into H. This 44 into 0.1 will result in us 4.4. Again, this 4.4 will get cancelled with this 4.4 one time, so that our height will come as 1 meter, since all the measurements are in meters. Okay, this is how we can find the height. Now let's talk about cost question. Okay, there are so many times they are asked in papers about the cost related questions. Okay, we'll see one more question. A cylindrical pillar is 50 centimeter in diameter. In that question, diameter mentioned. So diameter I am taking 50 centimeter, or we can take it as 0.5 meter. Okay, since we all know that 100 centimeter will equivalent to 1 meter, so that 50 centimeter will equivalent to 0.5 meter. The height of this that pillar is 3.5 meter. Height is given is 3.5 meter. Since it is a pillar pretty is a solid pillar, so it is having base and top. The next it is saying is the find the cost of painting the CSA at the rate of 12.50 per meter square. Okay, rate of painting it is given, that is 12.5 rupees per meter square. Okay, and it is only asking about the cost. Now see, only CSA is to be painted. Okay, it is mentioned in question that you need to paint the CSA. Now I am making a pillar here, pretty much longer. It is mentioned height is 3.5 meter and the radius, okay, is half of the 0.5, means 0.25 meter. That is the radius. Okay. Now radius and height we will determine. Now we will determine the CSA first. So CSA of cylindrical pillar will be 2 pi RH. Pi, again remember, pi we will take as R and H have been given to us. So according to that I am taking here 25/7. Mostly you need to take 22/7 only. Rest you can take as 3.14 when the decimal values are given more importance in the question. It is according to the values. R here I am putting 0.25 as meter is given and 3.5 is height of the pillar is given. Now we can cancel this 7 minus 3.5, so that it will give us 0.5. 0.5 will multiply with this 2, so that it will become 1. Okay, it is easier to solve that kind of value. So you actually learned it in 8th class how to multiply that one's 5 value with the even number first. So in even 2 we will multiply that 0.5 and here 22 and 0.25. Now 22 one side is 22 itself and 0.25 is actually 1.4. So we just divide it by 4. 4 5 are 20. So 5.5 meters square will be the CSA of this pillar. Okay, as we get the CSA, now we will calculate the cost of painting. Now the cost of painting the pillar is the CSA multiplied with the rate. Okay, so CSA we got 5.5 here and the rate is mentioned in the question is 12.5 as we have learned. Now multiply this. Okay, I suggest you to how to multiply this decimal number because most of the students are trying with the very basic method. See, use your brain, just separate the numbers and multiply within your brain. Okay, this is a kind of exercise you need to do. Right, I am taking it as 55 and I am assuming it as 125. Forget the decimal. 55 fives are. Now 55 is 250 and 5 fives is 25. 250 and 25 will result in 275. So we will keep this 5 and 27 we are keeping in our memory. I just wrote it here just to memorize. But you just keep those 27 in your brain somewhere. Now 55 twos are 52 is 100 and 5 is 10. So 110 and 27 we got before. So 110 and 27 is 137. Now we have 13. Okay. Now this time I won't write, just keep the 13 within your brain. Now 55 also is 55 and what we had in carry forward is 13. So 55 and 13 is 68 and decimal comes after two numbers because the one number after decimal is here. So it will give us 68.75 rupees. That is the cost of painting the pillar. CSA. Yes? Okay. Let's see some more examples based on this. I am just showing you a few examples, then we will move to code again because in one lecture we take both the type of question. Okay. Now I am taking a question based on hollow cylinder. Okay. So let's take a different question. Okay. Let's take a different question. See, a question we are taking. It is given Yeah. Yes. TSA of a hollow cylinder open at both ends of external radius 8 and height 10. Now just remember, in a hollow cylinder, the inner cylinder I told you that is open. So this cylinder is open already, which I have made first. And the surface between inner and outer cylinder is there because it is a solid cylinder. Okay, an hollow cylinder is just come up like this only. So it is telling that in question it is saying that in a hollow cylinder open at the both end, external radius is 8 and height is 10. So external radius means the capital R which we took before is 8 centimeter and the total height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter given to us. I just wrote those initials here from the first statement. Then it says the TSA is 338 pi. TSA, remember that it is given as 338 pi. Okay, it comes to TSA. I didn't explain you TSA yet. Taking R to be inner radius, obtain equation R used to be obtain the thickness of the metal. Okay, we need to find the small r. Now remember, small r is the inner radius. Okay, whenever you need to find the thickness of the cylinder, you need to just subtract both the radius. R minus R will be the thickness. Okay, because the capital R is the length or breadth from the center to the just outer core, and it is small r is the center to the inner core. So the difference between outer core and inner core radius is given as thickness of the cylinder. Now we will see how to find the TSA. Now it is very important to discuss TSA now because we took a definition about TSA. Now see, if there would be an open or closed cylinder, okay, we talk about closed cylinder because in open cylinder there is no top and bottom. So in closed cylinder, the TSA, how to determine the TSA of closed cylinder? See, TSA is determined by inner CSA plus top and bottom. Now remember, this top and bottom are circular only. They are a circle only. And the area of the circle, you all know, that is pi r square. So CSA is 2 pi RH and top and bottom both pi r square. So 2 pi r square will be added on this in this CSA. We will take this 2 pi r common. So 2 pi r plus h will be the TSA of cylinder, closed cylinder. Remember this. In open cylinder, there is TSA is same as the CSA because there is no top and bottom. But in closed cylinder, if we add the top and bottom to find the TSA, it will become as 2 pi r plus h. Because of that 2 pi r square, both top and bottom both are circular. Okay. In hollow cylinder, now how to follow in hollow cylinder? How to get that TSA? Now see, in hollow cylinder, CSA plus ring on both sides. Ring, top and bottom ring. Why ring? See, because it is like this, it is hollow from the center part. Only the covering we are talking about, and this covering we can call it as a ring. So there are two rings, one for top, one for bottom. So CSA we already determined, that is 2 pi r plus RH, yes, and top is 2 pi, top and bottom both, 2 pi r square minus r square plus h. Why? See, whenever we are finding the ring, you have to subtract the inner area from the outer curve. See, you need to find the ring. What you are doing is from capital pi r square, we are subtracting small pi r square. Now, whenever there are two in numbers, because the bottom and the top both are like the ring, so that we can write it as 2 pi r square minus r square. Okay? Now, this is the formula for TSA of hollow cylinder. Now, just keep the value what I have given to us. It is TSA is 338 pi here. Again, we are taking the formula that 2 pi common. Okay? And what is remaining is there is r plus r h. plus r square minus r square. Capital first and then small. Okay, now just keep the values. 5 will get cancelled with this. From 2 we can cancel this also. 2 1s are 2 6s are 2 9s are 1 6 9 will remain here. Radiuses, both radiuses is not given. Small radius we don't have, so r plus 8, it is 10 and 8 square minus r square we got. Now we just try to solve this whole equation. This is the equation we got for this hollow cylinder PSA. Now see, this will become 10r plus 80 and this will 64 minus r square. We got a quadratic equation for that. Okay, now we just transpose this 169 also. This r square comes to this side, r square minus 10r, and this whole will become like 144 minus 169 will result as minus 25. This we will call it again here. It will become like r square minus 10r plus 25 equal to 0. This will be the equation. 25 we all know that 5 square is. So we will try to take it as a formula. Let's see what formula it will become like. R square minus 2 into 5 into r plus 5 square. It will become as a square plus b square minus 2ab. So we can write it as r minus 5 whole square. Okay. Then we will transpose into r will come as 5 centimeter. Okay. This will be the small r, that is inner radius of that hollow cylinder, and the thickness we talked about before. That thickness we can determine as 8 minus 5 because 8 was the outer radius. So 3 centimeter thickness that hollow cylinder is taken. Now we will discuss formula for cone, right circular cone, which were having similar to that cylinder. Then we will see some 1-2 example for that cone also. Okay, now see there are so many questions of well, digging a well, or type of roller, pillar, like this question. You can solve it, you can have it in the reference books. A lot more questions based on this cylinder concept. Now, right circular cone, we call it RC cone. RC for right circle. Why it is right circle? Because the circle is perpendicular from the center. So that is called, that is why it is called right circular cone. See, it is having a only one surface, circular surface, and up to a leading height. Now why I am telling leading height? See, there is a reason. This is the straight height we all know. This is the radius we all know. Because it is in before also, in before that cylinder there is R and H exists. But here one more dimension exists, which is small l, which is called leading height. Okay, because it is curved from both the sides. Okay, and that curve will met on a point up to it. It is actually a simple cone, but rightly the cone will stable on a base. This is the, ये जो है ये सीधा कोन है. Okay, ये inverted कोन नहीं, ये straight कोन. जो आप आइसक्रीम में कोन पकड़ते हैं, that cone is actually inverted. This is the inverted cone because आप अगर इसको इसकी पॉइंटिंग पर आप इसको बैलेंस करेंगे तो ये स्टैंड नहीं रह पाएगा. Okay, so ये कॉन्सेप्ट दिमाग में क्लियर रखिए. That cone we are using as an ice cream is an inverted cone to be filled with something. Okay. Now see, it's CSA. Now CSA of this cone is pi RL. Okay, it is having C because you can tell me that it is 2 pi R. Why it will be 2 pi R here? See, here it is 2 pi R only, but at the end this 2 pi R is shrinking till the end and becomes 0 because at the point there is no radius. Okay, it will become a pointing object. So because since radius becomes 0 here, therefore as we can see that circumference also becomes 0. Okay, that's why we can take an average that 2 pi R plus 0 by 2. So it will give us pi R only, and with this slant height, this slant height is L, so it will become pi R L. When we talk about its TSA, in this TSA pi r L will have one base only pi r square. So this will become pi r plus L by taking this pi r form. Right? This is the TSA. We want to talk about the volume here now. So we will discuss it later. Then I will describe you how to get the volume formula for that. Okay, now let's see some question based on this RC cone CSA TSA. Okay, only 1 2 example I will discuss. See, in this cone, suppose we need to find the CSA of the cone. Slant height is given as 60. Okay, slant height is given as 60. So L I am taking as a 60 centimeter, and it is telling that the radius of the base is 21. We need to find the CSA here. CSA, since CSA is pi r L, simply it is pi value again we are taking as 22 by 7. Simple value. R is 21, L is 60. We can cancel it. 7 3s are 21. 22 3s is 66 into 60. 66 6 are 66 is 360 and 6 6 are 36. 396. So 396 and 0 of that 60 will also come. So 3960 centimeter square will be the CSA of this rectangular cone. Now let's see one different question from that. Suppose the radius is 7 and the CSA is 176. Radius is 7 and the CSA is also given 176 centimeters square. What it is asking for? It is asking for the slant height. Okay, sometimes it will call about the height also. We will discuss it also. Since this, this R, L and H, it will make a right circular triangle. Okay, right angle triangle. In the right angle triangle, the relation of this by this Pythagoras theorem you can get. In Pythagoras, it is telling that the hypotenuse. In hypotenuse there is a slant height, and perpendicular, in place of perpendicular there is height, and on the place of base it is R. So that L square, H square and R square. So when we get slant height, we can also get straight height also. So we are just keeping here values here. 176 is the CSA. Okay, pi we can put pi as 22 by 7. R we have R as 7. L we need to find. 7 will get cancelled. This L will become 176 by 22. Okay. As you can divide it with 22, or you can divide it by 2 or 11 separately, you can get it 8 times. So that slant height will come as 8 cm. Since we got this slant height, we can find this straight height also by putting them into this formula by Pythagoras combination. So L is 8 square is equal to H square plus R is 7. So this 64 minus 49, it will result as 15. Okay, so root 15 will be the straight height. Okay, so this is how we will find the slant height and straight height. This is solution for the cone. The simple formula pi r L for the CSA and pi r plus L for the TSA. Okay, do it accordingly. Practice more and more questions. There would be some cost question, some question based on that different types of cone. So just practice it and learn more things. Okay, thank you.